What's up, guys? So I know I am a little bit late hopping on this trend, but I was kind of going back and forth of should I do this or should I not? And honestly, I couldn't think of what other better trend to hop on than this one, especially because my channel is all about personal growth, trauma, childhood recovery. So with that said, we are going to be talking about the famous, amazing, beautiful Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So a lot of you guys have already probably watched a lot of her interviews and a lot of other people talking about their opinions of Gypsy Rose. So I was like, you know what? Let me get on board. So I have been watching, like everybody else, every single thing that Gypsy Rose Blanchard has come out with. Interviews, TikToks, Instagrams. Like, I am following her on all platforms, like, trust me, except X. I'm not sure about that one yet. But so we're going to be going over basically her whole life story of where it started and where it ended. So if you're not familiar with this story, Gypsy Rose was a victim of Munchausen by proxy. She had a mother who, her name was Dee Dee Blanchard, sorry. And Dee Dee was famous for, I don't want to say famous because she's nothing. Like, I cannot feel more sympathy towards her. So growing up, Gypsy Rose was an only child, so that meant all the attention was on Gypsy Rose. Now, if you've been following along with the interviews and everything, one thing that kind of shocked me but didn't because of how at home it hit with me was that if Gypsy Rose did something that Dee Dee didn't like, Dee Dee would actually show more attention to the dog than she would her own daughter, and then kind of like give Gypsy the side eye, which was so irritating. But at the same time, I could kind of resonate with that, with everything that I have been through. So going back to Gypsy, she was an only child, so like I said, all the attention fell on her, which meant that Dee Dee had to make up all of these different medical issues just to get attention from literally everybody. Like, she wanted everybody's attention on her, which one side of me is like, I hate this woman, but the other part of me is like, what pain did she go through as a child to where she felt like she had to put that pain on someone else? So, and don't get me wrong, I am so irritated with Dee Dee, but I think that's a part of personal growth and personal development, is where you start to see why the other person was the way they were. Like, it's no longer, oh my god, you did this, you did this, you did this. It's, okay, why did you do that? It's trying to understand and be in their shoes of why did they do this. So Gypsy Rose had several unnecessary surgeries. 3 of them that we know for sure was she had her salivary glands removed, which makes you, I'm pretty sure what these do is like they make you drool. And she actually said in one of her interviews that Dee Dee would put this stuff on her gums to where it would make her drool. I think it was like some kind of numbing gel that Dee Dee put on her gums that made her drool a lot, and then went to the doctors and was like, she's drooling like crazy, you need to remove these glands. So they removed those glands. She also had a feeding tube placed in her, which I think it sucks, but at the same time, this is one of the aspects of this story that I can relate wholeheartedly to, because I also had a G-tube placed, and I also found out that it is not uncommon for parents who have Munchausen by proxy to insert G-tubes into their children. So that got me thinking about my own life. So in Gypsy Rose's story, you know I've mentioned a lot of times the dollhouse effect, and in Gypsy Rose's case, the dollhouse effect really did happen, because while they were out and about and around other people, everything was hunky-dory, and Dee Dee was like the most amazing mother and care provider for Gypsy, and everybody just worshipped the ground she walked on. While inside the home, she chained Gypsy up to her bed for 2 weeks because they got into an argument, and Gypsy Rose actually tried to run away for the very first time. She got, I think Gypsy said she got right out of town when Dee Dee picked her up and pretty much chained her to the bed for 2 weeks, I believe. One of the things that really got to me with watching all of these interviews of Gypsy Rose's grandfather on the mom's side and the cousins and everything, it really got to me that Munchausen by proxy is not just one person. It kind of is an umbrella for the whole family, because after hearing that Gypsy Rose got SA'd by her grandfather, and then having the interview come out and her grandfather on the interview saying that didn't happen, she actually tried touching me multiple times. Like, wow, really? We have to go that low? It breaks my heart, because she did nothing to deserve such a crappy life. She was born into the absolutely wrong family, which I can also empathize for, because I feel like I was born into the wrong family. So, fast forward, she meets this boy, Nicholas Godejohn, on a website. And you might be thinking, okay, well, if she had a computer, if she had a website, why couldn't she just, reach out for help? When you're in that sort of environment where every day is a constant traumatizing event, every day is okay, what can I do now not to get on this person's nerves, or what can I do to just survive today? You're more worried about what your perpetrator will do to you than you are worried about anything else. So yes, she wanted to get out. Yes, she probably wanted to reach out 1,000,000 times to 1,000,000 other people, but she was more afraid of what her mother was going to do to her if she found out that Gypsy Rose was trying to reach out to other people. She meets Nicholas Godejohn in 2012, and they're talking back and forth, and I'm not sure if this is real or if this is just hearsay, but I think that Nicholas Godejohn had severe personality disorder. So what I heard was that Nicholas actually had this like old vampire persona, and the persona, was actually the one that was going to kill Mom. But in all reality, we know one body, Nicholas Godejohn, you were the one who killed her. So the murder happens on June 2015, where Gypsy Rose and Nicholas Godejohn will actually perform the murder. So Nicholas comes up to the door and Gypsy Rose hands him the knife and then goes to the bathroom and kind of does like the feet position where you do your hands over your head. And Nicholas Godejohn stabs Dee Dee 17 times, I believe, which is completely unnecessary. Like, I'm pretty sure the 1 or 2 stabbings and that a person is dead. 17 times, a little overboard. So Nicholas comes out and actually tells Gypsy to strip naked and clean up the blood on the floor, which I think is like a little gross, but, and like I said, I'm not sure if that's completely true, but that's just what I've been hearing. So they end up doing the nasty on on Gypsy's bed, and then they pack their stuff and they head out of town. I'm not sure if Gypsy was like, oh, am I gonna get caught? Or I don't think she was thinking any of that, because she just wanted to be free. She wanted to be free of the monster, and she was. So I don't think she was really in the state of, oh my god, what if I get caught? And plus, she stated in an interview a couple of days ago that she was high when all of this happened. So who knows? So anyway, they get caught. They get taken down to the investigation room, whatever, and Gypsy plays innocent. She plays actually really good innocence. If I didn't watch this video from yesterday, which I'll talk about soon, I would think that Gypsy had no clue what was going on. But I watched a video yesterday of someone who specializes in body language for criminals. Or I don't want to say criminals. I don't think Gypsy is a criminal. She did a really bad crime. I feel like criminals are bad people, and Gypsy Rose is not a bad person. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Oh, also, if you were enjoying this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. So, I don't know. I don't think she's a criminal, which sucks because she can't get a job like everybody else, because on all the applications she has to put convicted felon, which is so stupid. But anyways, where was I going? So the court day comes, and Nicholas Godejohn, honestly, I didn't really write anything down about him because I could care less about him. Like, Gypsy's my girl. Gypsy Rose pleads guilty to the 2nd-degree murder and is sentenced to 10 years in prison. Now, if she had served those 10 years, she wouldn't be out until 2026. It was released on December 28th, 2023. So she was able to spend Christmas with her family, and she was able to spend New Year's with her family, which is mind-blowing. I have been absolutely loving all of her pictures and her TikToks and everything, just letting the world know that she is a free woman, and it's just amazing to see how much she has changed from the person that went in. The person that went in is not the person that walked out. And that's one thing that Gypsy Rose wants people to know, which I am wholeheartedly agreeing with, and I want to help push on out to people, is Gypsy Rose is no longer the little shy, non-verbal girl that went into jail. She's now a full-grown woman. She's actually married. They got married in, I don't know, I forget when they got married, but they've been married for like 2 years now. And Ryan, his name is Ryan. She got married to Ryan, and so it's just amazing to see her glowing and just doing so well in life. So Gypsy Rose, if you're watching this, I hope you are doing amazing, and I would love to collaborate with you, and it would just be so fun to talk to you. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below.